Hello everyone, Bill Parish here from GTT Audio, and welcome to the channel today. Well, today I'm here with a couple of usual suspects. We've got Dick Diamond from GTT down there at the end, and we've got Ewald. You know him from Moa, and he's also the marketing man behind Vivid Audio. And to my left, you're right, we've got Philip Guttentag, co-owner of Vivid Audio.
And also the founder.
And yeah, co-founder as well, yes.
That's true.
That's awesome. We're just missing Lawrence Dickey. We're here to talk about Vivid today, so welcome fellas.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. Thanks, Bill.
Welcome to the channel.
Well, you know, Ewald, January 1st, you appointed us U.S. distributor of Vivid Audio, and I'm just bowled over by the speakers. I knew that they were very good speakers. I knew they were a top 5 speaker in the world. I mean, that's a given. I don't know if there's anyone that would argue against that. But
shouldn't be.
What we've heard here at GTT has just been absolutely jaw-dropping. You guys are in town because this week we've held a press event and lots of reviewers have come in, and the results, the feedback has been absolutely wonderful.
I think the attendance was phenomenal, but I like to give you the same feedback. We assumed you were in the top 5 of the guys in the world we needed to be with. No, but you've done both of you have done an outstanding job, and getting those people in here, you know, all professionals in our business, and the results we get, it's mind-boggling. We've heard things today, yesterday, and the day before that were absolutely the highest level. And we appreciate the teamwork, all the effort that's going into it. Having the right electronics, having the right cables, but most of all, it's human effort, setting it up and making the most of it. And I think we can say we succeeded. So thank you for all your hard work. And next time I hope we can do it again.
Thank you for your great support, both of you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
fun having you here.
it's been very eye-opening having you both here and dealing with you for a short time. After, you know, I mean, I've been dealing for 27 years with different manufacturers, and some of the things that you've said, some of the things that I've seen that you've done, I just really look forward to, you know, building a long relationship because you guys are my type of guys.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep.
It's
you know, we're sitting here next to this relatively small speaker.
That's because we are relatively big.
But it is. It's you know, I can stand up. It's like a waist high, maybe a little taller. It's the Gia G3 Series 2, and it's the sound, Philip. How do you get this humongous sound out of small packages? I mean, they're really small packages when you look at some of the, I don't know if we should even use the word competition, but some of the other brands that are out there.
I think the thing that impressed me when I started working with Lawrence Dickey in 2000 was the attention to detail that Lawrence goes into when he does something. Mm-hmm. And so this is the sum of thousands of little details which are done correctly. And the overall result is spectacular.
Yeah. I mean, you shared a presentation with Dick and I last night. It's like, man, these guys there's nothing, you guys are serious, there's nothing in here that's not done for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Lawrence Dickey's video, and And you know, he said he's not making an industrial design here. This is simply form follows function.
Very much so.
Every single one of your drivers is in a tapered tube.
Yeah.
And that's what this is.
Yeah.
This is the length of the tube. The
Yeah.
base comes up, goes around,
Yeah.
and then comes back down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I now know how you do it, and we're going to be talking about this, audience and viewers, over the course of the year. We don't want to overload you, but you know, a lot of people have biases against ported speakers. Oh, these don't sound like ported speakers because of that too.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. So a lot of work has gone into them, and I think the problem that we have worldwide is that people dismiss us as an exercise in design because we look so different. But it's all very much a case of form following function, and every single facet of the speaker has been well considered and has been engineered to the best of our abilities. So it really is a tour de force of fine engineering.
Well, it is. I mean, so much so that you've been granted 5 different patents, and which, you know, that's not a lifestyle product when you get 5 patents in loudspeaker design. I mean, I think everyone knows that Lawrence Dickey did the Nautilus speaker for B&W way back when.
Yeah.
And this is just an evolution and then some
Yeah.
of what that was.
Yeah, very much so. So if you listen to the Nautilus today, and you listen to our speakers, you can hear the same family of sound. It's the same thing. This is just taken to the next level.
Yeah.
Far greater linearity, far greater power handling, all those things.
Yeah, and the ultimate in transparency, the ultimate in dynamics.
Yeah.
Some of the deepest, most profound and detailed bass I've ever heard, yet in no way does it push bass, it only delivers it when it's there. Yeah. Just a phenomenal job. Dick, do you have anything?
Well, yeah, just to pick up on what you said about the bass, you know, our belief in, you know, acoustic suspension or shield enclosures, I mean, that was our sort of long-held belief.
You and I were anti-port all the way.
Yeah, because of some of the issues
The
that
overhangs
have been
and,
brought up.
yeah.
And this is not that. This gives you the articulation, the impact, and gives you the benefits of a port, which are well known, but none of the drawbacks. In fact, it excels beyond any other bass loading concept that I am aware of.
A couple of the reviewers commented to me how they just can't even locate the speaker in the sound field.
Yeah.
And from your S12s, your little stand-mounted ones, which we did not play for the reviewers, but we played the K25s, which really do look like a lifestyle speaker, and they're clearly not. I mean, the performance for 11 grand.
But there's nothing against having a beautiful
No,
enclosure.
no, it's
but it has to have a function.
It's absolutely gorgeous, but it was mind-boggling
Yeah.
what an $11,000 speaker can do. I mean, it just, for years, GTT's price point on speakers started at 24 grand, and now what 11 grand can deliver is pretty special. But from that speaker on up to the Spirits, your flagship piece, they all totally disappear.
And yet they have focus.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people think when a speaker disappears, every image is big and amorphous. No, there's focus and layering and positioning of players in the soundstage. And yet, yeah, exactly, no source of sound from the speaker.
I think one of the main reasons that we can do this trick is that we make a very slender form in the loudspeaker.
Yes.
When you look at it, it's very tiny. Yet we have profound bass, like you mentioned before.
And your rounded edges that we...
All the rounded edges, we don't have
Eliminate
anything
reflect.
protruding, interfering with the sound. And we explained the reason why we can do it is the reason that humans still exist, because your ears are the most critical instrument that you have. They don't play tricks on you. We only need to accept that they are what they are.
Yeah.
And taking that concept further and further has come us to refine our products over the last 20 years. And even though Philip has been working with it for 20 years, me myself for 16 years, and still I am astonished when I hear the results. It's non-fatiguing, it's always enjoyable, and it gives you a lot of energy. Hence why we're all sitting here.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, I mean, there's no cabinet resonance, there's no cabinet coloration, and it's because each and every driver is isolated in its own tapered tube or its own enclosure within the cabinet. Nothing gets out there and vibrates. I mean, you did a demo with the Kodo drums,
Yeah.
and playing it at
Insane levels.
Insane
yes, you can
levels.
say it. Yes.
higher levels than I've ever dared play it with fear of blowing something up. And you said do the hand test, and you put your hand, and you cannot hear any
You don't feel any vibration.
Any vibration.
This speaker weighs about 32 kilos, and 2/3 of it is pure metal. For the drivers, we use
For the
massive
drivers,
drivers
yeah.
and big motor systems.
Massive magnets and.
But the enclosure itself weighs about 12 kilos, and that's including 1 kilo of paint. So, yes, it is true.
Well, talking about that, I mean, you just hit on an important thing: the paint. I think car companies would be jealous in what you're doing down there, Philip.
It's a high-end paint job.
It is a high-end paint job.
I have to make my excuses. We only can do about 1.2 million different colors, so choices are
Limited.
slightly
Well,
limited.
keep working on it.
We will keep working on
working
it,
on that.
and I will report back.
Okay, thank you.
And Philip, you do everything in-house, from
We do, yeah.
stamping your own drivers
Yeah.
to winding your own coils.
We do,
You
yeah.
build the baskets on the drive. You build the surrounds. You do it all.
Well, the baskets are made for us with our own tooling by a specialist guy that has a huge press to inject the molten aluminum high pressure. So we don't have the tooling. We don't have
Okay, so that
the
you
press
don't
for
do
that.
that.
But they're all own.
But you
tools.
do assemble them.
We assemble everything, and we make the cones and the domes. We make we make most of the surrounds, and it's all made in house and all tested. And we don't match drivers either, because every driver in a certain series is matched to the standard.
Okay.
So we don't have, if somebody needs a driver for a speaker that was made 10 years ago, we haven't got a problem in trying to match it, because the current drivers that we are exactly as the first one was
Your
made.
specs and your tolerances
That's more
are.
important than people would want
Yeah.
to believe.
Yeah. So that very seldom happens, but when we design a drive unit, we store an exact copy in our computer of the driver's parameters, and we have a physical copy, and that's the reference driver. And that reference driver is used to calibrate the test system from time to time. So when we started making the C125 in 2003, every C125 that's been made, thousands of them, are exactly the same, within 0.25 dB, plus or minus.
Wow.
0.25.
0.25, yeah. So
Within
there's-
a quarter of 1 dB.
yeah, so there's an envelope on the response, and any deviation above or below that is rejected.
Fantastic. They're very special. They're very special, and they're very neutral. They're very neutral. They're uncolored. I mean, we're playing Moa Moa, we're playing Kronos, we're playing AudioNet, we're playing TLA. Everything's wired up with Kubala Sasta, and these are all neutral products.
Yeah.
Brands, components. That's why every recording sounds different.
Should do.
Especially when they come from different different mastering engineers and everything, and different halls and different recording the venues. But that's what we're hearing. we're being transported to the live event.
It is in the end the ultimate thing you do. The better the system, the more you talk about the recording, about the engineers, about what it does to you. For me, a speaker, it's just a thing to bring me to the music.
Well, I've said that forever.
Yeah,
The components are a tool
yeah.
that transport me. Or
Of course, it's not really fair to say it because I represent Vivid Audio, so it makes my life very, very easy. But I truly believe that it transcends ordinary music reproduction, and yeah, it's elating to be part of the team.
Yeah, we are too. It's been exciting. Bill and I know, have had just a newfound excitement for music and audio, and basically delivering what to you and I. It's always been about music, and
always.
You know,
music lovers first.
That's where we came from, and that's our love of music led us into this industry.
You don't have 17,000 albums and 7,500 CDs and 3,000 or 4,000 essay CDs if you don't love music. So that's
the enthusiasm we have felt, though, as we have had these experiences these past few months, is just, it's charged us up. It's re-energized us.
Of course.
And I hope everyone senses our passion. Perhaps we're a little overboard sometimes in our passion for these products, but I hope you realize it's because it's real.
It's true enthusiasm. And you're the one, people like you, make it happen.
Well, we as Ewald just said, we enjoy what we're doing today as much as we did when we started the company 22 years ago. So we love what we do, and we do it to the best of our abilities. It results in products like that.
Well, it shows. It shows for sure.
I'm looking forward to seeing you people at the Expona show, where we'll do a grand.
That's for sure. We're gonna have a couple rooms at Expona, and maybe spread some speakers around to some other manufacturers as well. And we're going to we'll make a splash, and Ewald will be there, and come by and say hello. And fellas, I'm sure you'll be back on the channel. Philip, thank you for visiting from South Africa. And
Dick all the way from Salt Lake.
That's right.
Dick flew in from Salt Lake.
And I just came in today from Butt Lake.
There you go, Bud Lake. Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Bye.